Trust between a dog and a human isn't something you buy with a bag of treats or build in a weekend. It grows in the small, ordinary moments you share. Quiet eye contact from across the room, a soft sigh when your dog settles by your feet, the way they look to your face when something unfamiliar happens. Many people confuse simple affection with trust, but trust is deeper. It's your dog believing that your presence means safety, that your guidance leads to good outcomes, and that your hands will handle their body with gentleness and predictability. Researchers who've adapted infant attachment tests to dogs consistently find that many dogs treat their person as a secure base. When you're nearby, they relax, explore, and recover from stress faster. That feeling shows up in everyday behaviors you can actually see. One of the clearest signs is the shadow syndrome, your dog following you from room to room even when nothing exciting is happening. This isn't just habit or boredom. Dogs are social mammals with deep pack instincts. Staying close to the group was a survival strategy long before sofas and squeaky toys existed. When your dog pads after you to the kitchen, down the hall, and back again, it's saying, "You're my safe place." That closeness is often strongest in new environments or around unfamiliar people and sounds. If you want to reinforce this trust, acknowledge those little check-ins. A quiet, good dog, a soft glance, and a calm touch. Tell your companion that their choice to stay near you is wise, which in turn strengthens the very bond that keeps them confident. Sleep habits reveal even more. A dog's most vulnerable state is sleep. Choosing to rest in your room, or nudging closer onto your bed, means your presence is enough to let their guard down. In the wild, animals sleep near trusted companions. In modern homes, that might look like a dog bed at the foot of yours or a warm curl by your calves. You don't need to invite muddy paws under the covers to build trust, but allowing your dog to snooze nearby can soothe the nervous system. Many dogs fall asleep fastest when they can hear your breathing or feel a gentle shift of the mattress. That's not spoiling. It's co-regulation. Your rhythm helps their body settle, and their calm helps you relax too. Then there's the famous upside-down sprawl. When a relaxed dog flops over and exposes the belly, it's voluntarily revealing a vulnerable area that protects vital organs. In friendly contexts, that's a loud, "I feel safe with you." It can also appear as appeasement in tense situations, which is why reading the whole picture matters. Soft eyes, loose lips, and an easy tail usually mean, "Please rub." A tight mouth, tucked tail, or stiff limbs suggest, "I don't want trouble." When the invite is genuine, respond slowly and predictably. Use a calm voice, keep strokes gentle and rhythmic, and stop before your dog has to ask. You're teaching a priceless lesson. Even when your dog lowers their guard completely, your touch is still kind and considerate. Routine is another quiet language of trust. Dogs don't read clocks, but they are brilliant at pattern recognition. They learn the sound of your alarm, the way the light looks before the evening walk, the jingle of keys before a quick errand. Knowing what typically happens next helps the brain relax. Predictability lowers stress. When your dog anticipates mealtimes, potty breaks, or your post-work play ritual, they're showing they've invested in your structure. Protect that feeling by keeping the basics steady. Feed within consistent windows, anchor exercise to repeatable cues, and create tiny rituals, like a certain phrase when you leave, and the same calm greeting when you return. Consistency builds credibility, and credibility is the backbone of trust. Watch how your dog behaves when life gets weird. Thunder rattles the windows, a skateboard hisses by, a tall stranger steps into the elevator. Many dogs glance up at their person in those moments. That quick look is called social referencing. Dogs study our eyes and voice to decide how to react. If your face and tone say, "No big deal," your dog is more likely to recover and even approach. If you tense up, your dog may freeze or retreat. This doesn't mean you must play pretend in truly unsafe situations. It means your calm, measured response is a tool. Square your shoulders loosely, breathe slower, and speak in an easy, matter-of-fact voice. You're modeling safety, and your dog is wired to take that cue from the person they trust most. Obedience gets labeled as training, but at its best it's also a window into trust. A dog that sits, stays, or comes when called especially around distractions, isn't only performing for a snack. It's choosing your guidance because history says your decisions lead to good outcomes. Studies on the secure base effect in dogs show they tackle problem-solving tasks more willingly when their person is present. That's not magic, it's the nervous system saying, "I'm safe enough to think." Build on this with positive reinforcement. Mark correct choices clearly, reward generously, and keep your rules fair and consistent. When mistakes happen, and they will, respond without anger or unpredictability. Punishment may suppress behavior in the moment, but it damages the very trust that makes your dog eager to listen next time. Gentle eye contact is another powerful trust signal. In many wild species, a fixed stare is threatening. Domestication changed this for dogs. A soft, mutual gaze between dog and human can trigger the release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone also linked with human parent-infant attachment and correlate with reduced stress. You've probably felt it. Your dog meets your eyes, your shoulders drop a little, and theirs do too. Lean into those micro moments. Blink slowly, relax your jaw, and let your voice go warm and low when you speak. You're deepening a biological loop that tells both brains, "We're connected, and we're okay." Stealing socks or shoes can look like mischief, but it's often comfort-seeking. Your scent is your dog's favorite signal in the world. Items saturated with your smell can soothe dogs during separation and transitions. That's why many shelters and trainers suggest sending a worn t-shirt with boarding dogs. If your dog parades a sneaker like a trophy, don't scold after the fact. That only confuses the association. Offer a cheerful trade. Present a toy you've handled plenty, pair it with praise or a treat, and store tempting items out of reach. The goal isn't to punish the urge to feel close to you, it's to channel it into legal objects that still smell like home. Calm departures and relaxed home alone time might be the most mature trust of all. Not every dog starts there. Some need careful training to overcome separation distress. But when a dog can watch you leave without panic, entertain itself with a chew or nap, and greet you calmly upon return, it's showing faith in the pattern. You always come back. Help this along by making exits low-key, pairing departures with a special chew or puzzle feeder, and practicing out-of-sight reps that begin at just a few seconds and expand gradually. Avoid dramatic reunions. Your steady, friendly normal is the message. Over time, your dog learns that your absence is predictable and safe, exactly what trust feels like. Tail talk adds nuance. Most people recognize a loose, sweeping wag as friendly, but the details carry extra information. Dogs show lateralized body language. A right-leaning wag often reflects a more positive, approach-oriented state, while a leftward bias can appear with caution. Combine that with tail height and speed and the rest of the body. A mid-height, right-biased wag with wiggly hips and soft eyes usually says, "I'm comfortable with you." A high, tight tail with quick, shallow wags and a still body says, "I'm on alert." Learning your dog's version of these signals and honoring them builds trust because it proves you're listening. When your dog whispers, "I need a little more space," and you actually give it, you become the person whose choices feel safe. There are dozens of other trust microsignals you'll start to notice once you look for them. The easy way your dog allows you to touch sensitive areas like ears and paws because your hands have been predictably gentle. The relaxed, open mouth and soft blinking when you speak. The happy check-ins on a walk, where your dog glances up and then returns to sniffing because your presence makes the world feel navigable. You'll also see trust in how quickly your dog recovers from startle when you're around. Recovery time is a practical metric. The more secure your dog feels with you, the faster the nervous system returns to baseline after a surprise. Building more of this doesn't require perfection. It asks for consistency, clarity, and kindness. Give your dog choices whenever you can. Choosing which toy to carry, which side of you to walk on, when to take a short break during nail care. Announce what you're about to do with the body. Paws, ears, collar. Pair mildly uncomfortable tasks with rewards and breaks so your dog learns that cooperation leads to good things. Protect their feelings in public. Cross the street to avoid a trigger. Step between your dog and a pushy greeter. Leave the dog park if the vibe turns rough. The more you advocate, the more your dog trusts that you're looking out for both body and mind. In the end, trust feels like an exhale you both share. It's your dog settling near you during a storm because your calm is the shelter. It's coming when called at the park, not because a biscuit is guaranteed, but because your voice means home. It's sleeping soundly when you're in the room, checking your face for answers when something strange appears, and relaxing again when your smile says, all good. Treats help, toys help, training helps, but trust is the quiet confidence your dog has in you when there's no cookie in sight. Grow it deliberately, guard it carefully, and you'll see it reflected right back at you in 1,000 daily choices. Soft eyes, steady breath, easy body, and that unmistakable feeling that you and your dog move through the world as a team.